you wanna see some? I'll wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it. You gotta spin it, spin it, spin it. I'll wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it. You gotta spin it.
Hi everyone, it's Adyel here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited because I have a tutorial on this colorful makeup look for you guys. This was inspired by this outfit and I absolutely love how cohesive this look turned out. I'm currently at the IPSY Open Studios, so thank you so much IPSY for letting me film here. Definitely let me know how you like the setup and the quality and all that stuff because I will definitely film makeup looks here more often. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up to let me know how you like it. It also helps my channel out a lot. Also, be sure to comment down below your thoughts on this makeup look. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already, please be sure to do so. It is such a fun time around here and I promise you will not regret sticking around. But without further ado, keep watching so you can see how I got this makeup look. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm so excited. Today's look is gonna be inspired by my outfit. I'm gonna do an eye look that's magenta and orange, kind of like reverse sunset. And I'm so excited. So we are just gonna get started. I think I'm gonna do eyes first since we're gonna be playing with some bright colors today. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my eyebrows. Actually, before we even do the eyebrows, I'm gonna start by moisturizing my face. So I'm gonna be using this Wet n Wild rose oil and I'm gonna put more primer on later on. But for now, we're just gonna let the face sit in this oil while we do the eyes. Okay, so lately I've been trying to do my brows a lot thinner and keep them more natural. I always have people tell me how they love my natural brows. And lately I've been making them a little too thick for my liking. So actually, my mom, I got it from my mama, told me her brow trick and I tried it and I actually love it. So it's funny because I actually started getting into makeup because of her. So first things first, I'm going to take my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Almond and I'm going to put this all over my lids because this is going to be our eyeshadow primer. But also, I really love carving the underneath of my brows before I even start filling them in. This really helps to give you an outline of your brows and show you how they're going to turn out so you don't go too overboard. So I'm gonna quickly do that right now. This really helps with ensuring that your brows are going to turn out even every time. When I first heard about this, I was like, does that really work? But trust me, it does. It makes the process so much easier. And I remember when I wouldn't do this before, it would make me so annoyed and anxious to carve out my brows because I was like, oh my god, I'm going to mess them up. And sometimes I even like to connect this line in the middle just to make sure that the brows are meeting each other equally. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the trick. So I'm getting started combing all of the brow hairs upwards, pushing them up, and I'm taking the Sigma Line Perfector brush in E68 and I'm dipping it into this foolproof brow powder and I'm gonna lightly fill in the bottom. I already have pretty full brows, so the bottom usually doesn't need anything, but I just like to slightly fill it in and I put nothing in the front of my brow at all. And then you want to push all the brow hairs completely downward. So I'm going to do it on this brow right now. And you just want to follow and fill in this line with powder and keep it really close to the line. In the past, I've made the mistake of going too far up, so I'm keeping in this line right here. And once you do that, you flip the brow hairs back up. And as you can see, there's already a difference. This naturally fills in the arch of the brow. And I just comb through with a clean spoolie just to brush that product through. Powder gives a more natural finish, but even if you want, you can use a pencil. And I'm gonna go ahead with my Gimme Brow. This is also gonna make a big difference. This gel is tinted, so it's gonna add some color into the brows and it's gonna help disperse the product equally. And then I'm actually gonna go ahead in with my foundation. I'm just gonna do a small pump on the back of my hand and I'm gonna carve the tops out with this just so that once I put my foundation on, it blends evenly. You don't wanna do a light concealer because you're gonna be able to tell in photos and stuff and it's just not gonna look cute. And then I'm taking the Sigma Precision Angled P84 brush just to lightly blend this. And then the most crucial step for me, I love this product. This is the 24-Hour Brow Setter by Benefit. And this, oh my god. So you gotta make sure you're absolutely done touching your brows before you apply this because your brows will not move, honey. But this also adds the most natural hair strokes. So I like to comb all the hairs upwards and then they naturally just sit so nicely. Yeah, so that trick I learned from my mom is basically so that you're going in the line of your natural brows and you're not creating like any thicker lines or adding anything extra. So it's a lot more thinner and natural. Sometimes I have brow days where my brows just look way too thick, and mine are already thick, so that could be a problem sometimes. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into them later, but now we're going to move on to finishing setting the lid. I'm gonna apply a little more concealer, and I'm gonna take this same precision angled brush, and I'm just going to buff this concealer all over the lid. And I'm also gonna blend out that line for the eyebrows, and I'm also taking it on the inner and outer corners. I might go back in and wipe that later on before we do the foundation so it doesn't, you know, crust up, but I'm just gonna go ahead and set this with airspun powder all over and really just blend this so it's smooth. And I like to go in with my finger just to smoothen it. So for our eyes, I have 3 different palettes today. I have the Sigma Dream palette, BH Take Me Back to Brazil, and then Morphe 35B. So I'm gonna start off with the Morphe 35B, and I'm gonna use this yellow color. We're gonna do a really nice ombre gradient. So I'm just gonna dip this in, and this is gonna be really light, but we're just gonna sweep this as a transition color. And this is just gonna peer over all of the other shadows. So I'm gonna do this yellow, and then we're gonna go in with an orange and then move on to magenta. I'm also gonna go in with the yellows from the Take Me Back to Brazil. So now I want to slowly start adding orange. I want like this bright of an orange right here. I'm going to start with this one so I don't go in too dark, and we're just going to build it up. I'm putting this directly in the crease, and this is starting our beautiful sunset gradient. And for this kind of look, you want to make sure you're using separate brushes so that you can really go in back and forth to blend. Now we're going to darken up with this orange, and we're going to focus this a little lower this time. So every time we're adding more color, we're doing more of a gradient. Yeah, so guys, let me know how you like this studio setup. If you guys want me to come film here more often, I can definitely come more regularly. I'm gonna take this bright orange from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm using the same brush for all the oranges because we're just gonna keep getting deeper and brighter. I'm not gonna switch back to that first orange shade. So this brush is from Profusion, and this is just a really tiny blending brush. So it's really helping me get that precision. Dipping back into the yellow, that brush we used. This brush is a Royal & Lang Nickel crease brush. Okay, so I really like how the crease looks so far. We're gonna go into it later, but I wanna start adding this bright magenta. I'm gonna take this LA Girl 112 brush, and this Morphe shade matches perfectly, so I'm so excited. So I wanna do a halo eye, and I want this magenta on the outer and inner corner, and then the orange in the middle. So we're gonna cut the crease eventually, but I'm just going to pack this on the inner and the outer corners. And every time I pack some, I'm gonna go back in with the orange brush to blend. I'm also gonna take the hot pink underneath, make this pop a little bit more, but I really want this look to match my outfit perfectly. I'm also starting to add this purple from the Take Me Back to Brazil, and I just go ahead and I pack and blend. Now before we accentuate anything any further, I'm gonna go ahead and do like a halo cut crease with concealer. I'm taking the Morphe E14, ever so lightly patting some concealer in the middle, and then using the brush to spread out. And boom, look how easy that was. Now for here, I'm gonna pack that orange. And to make that center pop even more, I'm gonna go ahead and place yellow as well. Yes, look at that beautiful sunset. And then of course, back in the crease. So now I'm gonna go back into the magenta because I can make it really intense now. Okay, so there we have the rough outline, and I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up underneath the eyes. We're gonna go ahead and get started on the face in the meantime. So I'm gonna use the Glow Recipe Pink Juice Watermelon Moisturizer. Even though the face is super moisturized already, we just wanna make sure we're nice and hydrated, especially under the eyes now. And then I'm gonna take this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and just put this anywhere we want a more smooth finish. I'm also going to moisturize the neck. So I also put foundation there. And I'm going to start to apply my Born This Way foundation. Right now, I'm in the shade Warm Nude. Always bring your foundation past your ears, down your neck, sides of the neck. Definitely don't want to be caught slipping with some crazy looking foundation line. Yes, I love this part because everything starts coming together and you start looking less crazy. I'm gonna also use some Fenty foundation. I'm in the shade 270. I can finally use this again since it's summer, just for some extra coverage around the cheek. So now I'm gonna go ahead and conceal. We're gonna go ahead and blend the eyeshadow once we set the concealer. I'm also going to go in with some of the Smashbox concealer. I love this to death just because with this bright look, I want some really bright under eyes. I'll take some Airspun. And I'm going to take the MAC Next to Nothing powder and make sure to really set everywhere. In the meantime, I'm just going to add some powder underneath where I'm going to end up contouring. I'm going to take my first yellow blending brush just to blend the harsh edges that our concealer created. And while I'm doing this, I'm also going to start bringing that on the lower lash line. And I'm going to take our crease brush and really start working the lower lash line. I'm going to do the same exact thing. So I'm going to take this magenta on the outer corner and I'm just going to smoke it with orange. Okay, so now we're going to do what I like to call a lash test. So I brought a bunch of pairs of lashes to the studio today. These are from Desert Goddess Lashes and these are from V Beauty Store. So I'm just going to test a few right now and see which one fits the look the best. Okay, so these lashes are Boss Babe by V Beauty Store. And I just went ahead and added more magenta on the outer corners because when you add lashes, sometimes the colors don't appear as vibrant through the lashes. I'm going to go ahead and coat. And I'm going to use Benefit's roller liner and just cover up the band. I'm using my sunglasses as a headband. So today I'm going to try this new MAC bronzer. First of all, this packaging, hello, this is everything. This is in the color Sun Soak Strip. This is the Next to Nothing bronzing powder. I love the Next to Nothing collection so much. And I'm just gonna go ahead and bronze up the face. I love the Next to Nothing powder because it doesn't create any texture. It's very lightweight and beautiful on the skin. And then I have two of the iridescent powders. Look how stunning. I'm gonna use this one as like a little blush topper. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna put blush first and then we're gonna use this as a blush topper. Just gonna go ahead and clean up this line. This is the Sigma blush in Cor de Rosa. It's a beautiful shade. I want this color in there, but I don't want it to be too heavy since the eyes are so heavy. Let's try this. I'm just gonna dip because it says iridescent powder. So I don't know if y'all see that, but it adds like a little bit of glow to the cheeks. I'm gonna take the same brush we used on our lids. I love this for nose contour as well. So I just do a light 2 lines down the center, and then because I bake around the nose, it helps make it super natural once I dust it off. I'm gonna blend everywhere. Now I'm going to highlight using MAC Hyper Real Glow in Rose Gold. I'm also going to pop this on the inner corner. Yes, that just added so much to the look. I'm going to use the same brush on the nose just to make it very concentrated. I'm going to do nude in the waterline. And now for the lips, I'm using a LA Girl lip pencil in the shade Bear. Ooh, I think I'm going to use this new Dose of Colors lip gloss in the shade Macchiato. Orangey kind of nude. I love Dose of Colors glosses. They smell so good. They stay on for a very long time and they're not sticky at all. They're super comfortable on the lips. And lastly, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with the Too Faced Hangover Spray. So this is the final look. I absolutely love how it came out. I love the eyes and I love the color. I love how it matches my outfit. I'm obsessed with making sure things match. Just wait, y'all. These shoes, ready? With the little biker short, it's a look. I hope you guys enjoyed this summery kind of sunset makeup look. I honestly think this look is perfect for the summertime. It is so beautiful. Be sure to drop a thumbs up for me to show me how much you love this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much and I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone.